Good morning, 8th grade. We're going to get started today. Go ahead and make sure you're logged into Schoology, into code.org. Today on Schoology, you're going to go down to Lesson 7. Last time on Lesson 6, we learned about ordered lists and unordered lists, and the ordered list would have the numbers, and the unordered list would have just the bullet points. Today, we're going to learn more about copyright and how to add images to your website. So if you move over to code.org, you're going to go to Unit 2, Lesson 7. And you can see there's some vocabulary words that you will need to add. Go ahead and add those to your vocabulary document. And you're going to add one HTML tag to your HTML document. When you're done doing that, you can move on to the number 2 bubble on Lesson 7. And this one is going to ask you to add a cat picture. You're going to have to figure out how to add those. If you have questions, you can click. Remember, these are the helpful buttons in the corner. How do I add an image? We'll tell you exactly what it should look like. If you go to what is an image tag not have a closing tag, it'll tell you, and what is an attribute. Now, if you are looking at this code right here, it is saying that there's an image source. This is the actual name, letter for letter, as to what you can find over here. And there's quotes around it, so that shows that this is the start of the the image name. This is the end of the image name. An alternate means this is what I'm just going to name it for short. So I'm going to name it A Dog is Jumping. Then you need the end greater than sign. So if you look in here, they have typed it out. You can put it all in one line or not. Some things to remember are when you're typing the image name, there cannot be spaces. It has to be exactly like over here. So when you're done, make sure you refresh and save. If it works, you'll be able to go on to the number 3 bubble. And this is some more practice. So after that, you can keep going on. Remember, the number 5 is a purple, so that's a checkpoint to make sure you get it exactly correctly. Then let's make sure we got all this. So once you get to bubble, I believe 7, it starts talking about Creative Commons search. We've talked a few times in class about how you wanted to add images, and we're going to talk about what's the correct way to do it. This is where we'll start, and I will do a lot more talking about it when I get back. But you can read through what Creative Commons means, and on the Schoology, there should be a video. So the Creative Commons Kiwi is a video that you're going to watch, and it looks like this. I watched the whole thing. You do need to listen because there's different symbols for every item on Creative Commons. It's basically a large search engine that you can use anything on, but there's regulations on how to use it. So for example, one image you might be able to use exactly like it's created, but you have to say who created it. Or maybe you're able to edit the image. That's an option that you can have. There's a lot of things in here that it'll talk about what they look like. So be listening and paying attention to what those symbols actually mean. Because when you're doing your Creative Commons search for your website, you're going to have to be following those rules. When you get to attribution is another like practice. And then when you're working on your own website, so number 9, the one you've been continuing to work on, this is where you can work on it some more and add images. You may go to the Creative Commons link. It's going to take you to creativecommons.org, and you're going to be able to search, this is the main page, an image. So let's say we are searching for a cardinal. You can pick what image you like. Maybe down at the bottom, you'll be able to see the light regulations. So that will be your idea of how you can change it, or if you can't change it. If you were making a website for a company, could you sell whatever was on the website? Those will be regulated right there. I believe that's all we're going to do. If you finish all through 9, it tells you on Schoology you have the choice of working ahead. You can read quietly, or if you want to go to code.org, you can click on code and do other hours of code or different courses. You can go to course catalog. And there will be different things in here for you to choose from. Mine looks a little different from the teacher's perspective, but those are some choices if you finish early, and I will be back before class is done. So I hope you guys have a great day and get on your coding.